Hi, and welcome. This is Beth Saunders, Creative Memories Advisor, and today we're going to make a heritage page using the I Am Grateful project recipe template and the new Our Moments heritage collection with papers and such. Let me show you one that I did before. I did this page with the Welcome Home collection. So you see, so often we have family tree, and you know I have some family trees, and you can use that for somebody to put your ancestors at the top of the tree. And you can also use it to put the parents or grandparents at the root or the trunk of the tree and the children all over the stem of the tree. But I thought, sometimes we want to make a heritage page that lists a lot of children. And back in the day, some of my family had 8 or 10 children. They had a lot. So how are you going to fit them on a page and make it look nice? Well, this is perfect because you have all of these little pieces here that you can say, this is the family name, and then you can list the children. And if you really had a lot of children, you could leave out this diamond shape and just keep going here. And then you can put whatever miscellaneous pictures you have and some decorations, which we're going to do today. Because as we come forward in time, you have more pictures. But as we go farther back, like the family branch I'm going to work on today, I have hardly any pictures. So we're just going to do some designs and then write the names here. Okay, so we're going to need, of course, you're going to need the I Am Grateful recipe template. And you can use this on either side of the page. You could even orient it this way if you wanted to, but I'm going to use it on the right side of the page. Let me show you what I'm thinking about doing for my family. So these are my great-great-grandparents on the Saunders side. This is Ransom Hilliard Saunders and Amanda Frances Carroll, and they called them Daddy D and Mammy Me. So I have this wonderful picture here, and it's an 8 by 10. So what I'm planning to do is get the Our Moments Fast to Fab album, and I'm just going to stick this on one of those pre-decorated pages. So by the way, I'm going to show you really quick what that's going to look like. I'm going to share my screen here. If I can find the right, let me cancel that and pull up the right page on my browser. There we go. I'm juggling a couple of different softwares today so that I can share my screen with you. Now then. So let me go back here. Creative Memories website. There we go. So you can go to what's new, you can do a search, or you can just click here on Fast to Fab albums. And you'll see they have actually sold out of the silver Our Moments cover. And I'm actually delighted with that because I love this chocolate, this brown cover with a gold family tree on it, or I see it as a family tree. You could use it for anything, I'm sure. So that's what it looks like. You could get just the cover, but I'm going to get this Fast to Fab for myself because it makes it so easy. So it's got the pages already decorated. You just put the pictures on. And then that's the cover I was telling you about, which I think is gorgeous. Well, whenever you want to see what a Fast to Fab looks like and you don't have a chance to maybe come to my house and open one up out of its packaging and look through the pages, well, that's an easy solution. Here on the website, you click in this description and it takes you to a page where you can virtually flip through the pages. Now these are all pre-decorated. And look at that first one. Can't you just see putting a family tree on that? Or maybe just the really decorative picture. So here's what the pages are going to look like. And I'm thinking of maybe using these two. It depends. When I get my album, I'll see what I can fit in. But I just wanted to show you, this is what I'm thinking about working with. And you can too. And especially if you don't have a lot of time and you just want to put your pictures in and have a beautiful album without hours and hours of work, these Fast-to-Fabs are the way to go. And here's a little sort of a secret. It's not really a secret, but people just don't know it. The Fast-to-Fab pages by themselves are the same price as blank pages, and they're already decorated. So that is just one of the best deals there is. Look at that. It's like neutrals with a splash of color and a sort of a vintage little wallpaper look there. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to put this 8x10 on one side of the page, and then I'm going to make this page with their children, but in the newer colors, and it's going to be the other page. So that's what we're working on today. If you want to play along, because you might be watching this later and you can stop and pause and go get your stuff, we're going to be using, of course, the template, the I Am Grateful project recipe template. It comes in a package with papers and stickers and things, but you get to keep the template. And I see it as a heritage thing, not just it was designed for a gratitude kind of album. So you can see that you can use it for a lot of things. You're going to need your custom cutting system, circle templates, and of course your blades and your cutting mat. And then, as almost always, you're going to need your straight trimmer and scissors and repositionable tape. Repositionable is really good for this project because you might want to kind of tweak some things as you put them on the page. And then it's up to you if you have some pictures. You can start this page without your pictures. And of course, when you cut pictures, obviously you want to use copies if they are heritage photos. So these are just prints that I printed out on my computer, or you can make copies, scan some things, order them. And I would never cut out an original picture, or if it's the only one, this isn't necessarily an original, but it's the only one I have. So I wouldn't cut this out. I would put this in our photo corners so that I could pull it out and scan it and use it again. All right. And I've picked some papers from the Our Moments collection. You see, I've already started cutting some of them out. This is I've got it in my Project Power folder here. And so I've already picked some out to start with. I'm going to use sort of a bluish background. I'm going to use this diamond page as my background. And then since I'm writing with a black pen, I picked this light, it's sort of a gray, but in the background, there's these little letters, like maybe it's worn old documents or letters or something. There's a little hint of that. It's really pretty, but it's also light enough that I can write on and you can read it. And just in case you want to use the same things I'm using, that's what the back looks like. It's got that sort of nice, I don't know if you call that maroon wine little design on the back. So I'm going to start with the light color, and I'm going to trace out some of the things on my template. So let's get started. Now I'm facing this towards me, and here's a tip. If you want to use the other side of your paper, if you're ever wanting to work with different sides of your paper in a template, then what I do is for the front, I orient the words creative memories so that I can read them. And then if you need to use the back side of a piece of paper, you just flip both. And you're using the back side, the creative memories is going to be backwards. That way, you know, when you flip your paper, it's going to be going the right direction to fit in your template. But I'm just using the front of this time. So as my little habit, my creative memories is reading the right way so that I can read it facing me. Now, let me get some of my clips here. It's optional when you get your templates, get some clips, but they really make life easy when you're tracing things. And that's what we're going to be doing today. Some tracing here. So let me line up my paper, put my little clips on. I'm not going to trace all these circles. We're going to use our custom cutting system for the circle. That's just going to make it easier. Okay, and maybe one down here. All right. So I take my pencil. Any pencil will do, but I love mechanical pencils. I just do. And I'm just going to trace all the rectangles. Now, this part of the template is very thin, so you might want to hold it in place so that your pencil doesn't push it up or down like that. So I'm just kind of holding it with my finger. Let me show you when I do the top. I'm holding it, got the back of my hand on it so it doesn't push out of place. And believe me, I'm going to use a shortcut whenever I can. So we're not going to cut all these little pieces out with scissors. I'm going to use my 12-inch trimmer. That's one of the things I teach in Tuesday Tips is any way I can make life easier for you or for me. Okay, take these off. I try to put them, you don't have to put them back into your little bag unless you have cats. You have 3 cats wandering around the house, you really have to hide all your little things. Okay, now then, I can see my pencil marks. I don't know if you can see them, but I'm just gonna do the sides, go all the way down all the sides first. So this is scrap. I'm going to put any scraps aside. Let's see, where's the other part here? Let me get my little guide out. No, that's not quite right. Now then, okay. Cut that part. We may use this for something else in a minute. All right, now then, I'm just gonna, you have to kind of remember which parts to discard. That's a scrap. And this is a keep. That right there. Scrap. And this will be a keeper. Okay, getting down to the end. Put it straight here. this is scrap and this is keep. Okay, so those are straight cuts. And then if you are, let me get my other page. If you are blessed with some pictures of the family that you're working on, then you're going to want to take your photo labeling pencil and trace the circles or whatever you want to use onto your pictures. Now this will wipe off the front of your glossy pictures, and then cut them out with scissors. Or you can use your custom cutting system on photos too. And then if you need to, you can wipe off where the pencil was. For the branch of family that I'm working on today, I only have that big 8x10 picture. So we're going to fill in the circles with some other things. And I have already cut some, so you don't have to watch me do all the circles. I think I have these two left. And I thought, I was going through my papers here, done some circles already. And I'm going to use, I didn't mention this at the beginning, we're going to use our new oak tree punch to do some of our decorations. So that's going to be great. This is the first time I've used it. But I thought these little medallions here, just the design that's on this paper. Ooh, and those leaves are pretty too. These medallions might look really good in these smaller circles. So let's see. I'm going to get my medium circle template. Put it over here. I don't think it matters where I do it since I'm just starting out. And I'm going to do, I think I'm going to start with my blue blade. Let's see how this works. And I don't know about you, but for me, I always have to be really careful to get my little feet in the track here. Sometimes I mess that up, but once you get them in the track, it's so easy. Oh yeah, look at, so that was the medium circle with the blue blade. And that is just great. Look at there, nice little medallion. Okay, I might do two of those. Let me see how they fit. So it's a little smaller than that one, way smaller than that one. So I think I'll just do one and use it in that one. Okay, and then I need some kind of design for this one. Maybe I'll use the back of this. Yeah, or actually I might use the leftover from the paper we were just working on. So medium inside, medium circle again. This time I think I'm going to use my green. No, I'm going to use my red blade. And the feet in the track. There. Now, I'm not sure how many more we need, so let's see where we are. Okay, so my background paper again is going to be this blue. Get my template and let me face it towards you. Usually I face it towards me. We'll see if I can do this. Let's get the clippies here. I did not do these tiny little triangles, these things on the side, and you can if you want to, but I do want my background paper to show through in some places. So we'll see what we have first. Okay, now I'm going to start with my little rectangles. And to make life easy, let's just line them all up and put repositionable tape on them all at the same time. Repositionable tape runner is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Okay, all right. Since I had this all clippy together, it didn't matter that I moved it. I just kind of turn it around so I can use half my screen here. And we'll just stick them in. Sometimes these come out just, they look a little bit smaller than your template. And if they do, just pick one side to always stick them to. So I'm sticking them to my left and the bottom when in doubt. So if there's a little gap, it'll be consistent, not a problem. And of course, when you lift up the template, since you have repositionable tape, if you need to tweak things, that's pretty easy. Now then, here's another tip. You don't have to do every circle. You know, if you have one or two pictures, or if you just have a few of the circles, you can do whatever you want. You could even put 4x6 pictures here and then have your list of names, whatever you want to do. So that goes on top. Let me get some of the ones that I've already cut out. So instead of some of these smaller circles, I don't even have to cut those out. I could put an embellishment there. Look how perfectly that fits the size. I could put a little camera here with or without a circle, or I could put an embellishment that's about the same size. So, and that's what I'm going to do. A little heart up here. So let's see. Get my repositionable tape runner again. Now I'm going to tuck this under so that it fits in that upper circle. I'm gonna tilt it sideways. I'm usually a straight up and down kind of person, but I'm gonna tilt that one with all the checkers. And I thought it was too busy to be a background, so I didn't want to do that. Let's see. Here's another big one. Slide that under. So reach the right little spot there. Now then, I've got one for up here. The back of the paper is so pretty, it's hard to choose which side. About right there. Okay. Let's see. I think I was going to put that one there, this one here, this one down here. I might have a couple more that we have to cut. We'll see. what I did when I got this template, here's another trick, is if you see a little bit of Sharpie writing here, I abbreviated and wrote down the circle size that would go in that spot. So I don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. Oops, I kind of wanted to fit that one first, but I'm not sure where that one is. So, and this one goes over another one. All right, looks like we have to cut 2 more. This is the large circle inside green. Large circle. Doing the inside. See, there's tracks on the outside and tracks on the inside. And my green blade. Put the little feet in. Okay, I need 1 more circle. And you can't see it, but this camera paper has like this faint pattern of old postcards in the background. Can you see that? Okay, cut this 1 more circle. And then I'm going to go check and see if there are any questions or comments so far. Get the little feet straight. Okay. Now then, which side do you think I should use? You think I should do the cameras? And also, here's my other one. Or the other side, that's sort of light diamonds. Well, before we decide which color, let me punch a few trees. I'm going to use my new oak tree punch. So let me just move this out of the way for a second. You unlock the new punch, or even your old punches. They store better if you close them up. So let's see. I think I want to do it in this direction. I have this sort of wood grain looking paper. All right, there's 1 tree. Wow. That side has the wood grain, and that side has the leaves. That's pretty cool. Okay, we're going to punch. I know I need at least 1 more. And that one came out just fine. But it punches the little bitty holes too. It's kind of neat. Okay, put that aside. Oops, dump off the little things that punched out. Okay, back to our page. So I'm thinking that one would go there. Maybe this one would go here, or I could turn that around to cameras. And this one could go here. It could go anywhere, really. Turn it around. And we have other embellishments, like the little cameras and things that we could do. I'm going to save the camera for a page that has my dad on it, because he was a photographer, and I just like to save all the cameras for him. I'm probably going to have way too many. The hardest part of scrapbooking is deciding. And sometimes you just have to stick it down. Let's see what it wants to do. This family is way back in the 1800s, so maybe I won't do the cameras, although I really, really like them. I'm going to use it for some later families, that's for sure. Okay, let me stick some things down. Get these little corners on. I think I'll go back. I might go back and make a diamond later, but I haven't decided what I want to do there. It's a little bit bigger than just lift up your template and tuck it under. Straighten it a little bit. I'm going to turn it towards me for just a little bit while I finish this up. I'm going to do the teacher mode. And one more of these. Lift that up. Under. There we go. All righty. Now I will take a picture and show you the finished product after I write the names in. But first, I want to show you what we have for now. So again, this is one with pictures on it. And I've already written the names. This is the one we did today, and I'm planning to put it on a page opposite their picture and write down all the names of their children. Oh, and I forgot. Let me just put at least one little family tree down. Well, the oak tree punch. There. I hope you enjoyed that. And again, feel free to ask me any questions or comment. Tell me about your family and what projects you're working on. I would love to hear, you know, people that are into their ancestry. We have to kind of stick together because there's not always more than one of us in each family, right? Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to subscribe to my email list, then I will be sharing things like this with you. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.